Hey everyone, this is Ethan Talk. Today we are going to talk about the electric car. In your mind, which one has a longer lifespan, electric car or gasoline car? The most obvious similarity between electric car and gasoline car is that they have the same chassis structure and outside shape. The biggest difference is at the powertrain. Electric cars have batteries, motors, while gasoline cars have gearbox and engines. So in order to know the lifespan of the two types of cars, we just need to know the lifespan of the powertrain system. Let's start with gasoline cars. The engine and gearbox, on average, have a design life about 300,000 kilometers. Some good engines can run for 1 million kilometers without any problems. Not to mention the manual transmission cars, which can be used almost forever, as long as it is in good condition. There is even possibility to run 1 million or 2 million kilometers. What about electric cars? Its motor's lifespan is also very long, because the motor technology has been about 200 years. So its technology is very mature. In theory, it's more durable than the engine and gearbox. However, the most influential part for an electric car's lifespan lies in the battery. For the battery life, there is charge and discharge cycle life, which is about 3,000 times. According to the cycle life, in theory the electric vehicles, can be driven for about 20 years. But the real situation of an EV is not like that. Because except the cycle life, there are some other reasons that influence battery life. Not like gasoline, the battery is relatively fragile. Overcharge or discharge, extremely hot or cold weather, and different driving habits will all affect the lifespan of battery. So let's make a same condition, to see the lifespan of the two types of cars. Let's calculate based on running for 20,000 kilometers a year for both cars, so it means 200 to 300 km in 10 to 15 years. In this case, for gasoline car, as long as you maintain it well, there would be no problems for it. What about electric cars? According current situation, its batteries can just last for 10 to 15 years. And driving frequency is like 20,000 kilometers a year. Then basically the battery's attenuation is quite severe. If the battery replacement price is same as today, you need pay certain amount of money which is more expensive than the residual value of your old car. So when the time comes, there will be no need to replace it. And for the gasoline car, if the engine or gearbox breaks down at 200,000 kilometers or 300,000 kilometers, even if we replace a brand new engine or gearbox, its price will not be as high as its residual value. In addition, most of the engine and gearbox are reparable. The repairing costs are even cheaper. Generally speaking, for a car worth of $30,000, it will cost about $1,500 to $2,500 to repair its gearbox and engine. The overall cost of its maintenance is far below its residual value. Therefore, after driving the car for 10 to 15 years, it's higher possibility that gasoline cars can still be used, while the EV could not. As you can see, many people are still playing with their old gasoline cars in 1990s, and the engine and gearbox are still the original engine and gearbox. If the electric car is from the 1990s, the battery is definitely not the original one. So the biggest problem for EVs now is the price of the battery and the durability of the battery. So in the future, if the battery lifespan is the same as an engine and gearbox, and the cost of battery replacement is just slightly higher than the engine and gearbox. Even it's slight higher, taking the much lower electricity price into consideration, EV will be an excellent choice for people to drive, don't even say the environmental meaning of it. That's all for today's video. If you have any different ideas, just comment below.